not even on Facebook.
Oh, you're live.
Oh, good afternoon. Hello, happy Friday. Oh dear, I'm on the wrong page and everything. Good afternoon, everybody. Happy New Year. I know it's a bit late, but we haven't seen you for ages. So I'm just doing it. Hold on, I'm just doing it.
In your own time.
We were so organised today. I thought we were quite organised. So do come and say hello if you are there. It's always lovely to catch up, and like I say, it's been ages since I said hello. Got lots to catch up on.
Oh, Denise says hi. See you tomorrow for corset making.
Oh, lovely, Denise. Yeah, looking forward to that. I was just sorting that all out before we came live. That's probably why I'm a bit late. Sorting out tomorrow's class. Hi Esther, how are you? Nice to see you. Hi Jilly.
Hi Jilly. Hi Esther.
Happy New Year. Oh, it's lovely to see everybody. We've had a very crazy, busy time since we last saw you. I think I had a few classes before Christmas, at the Christmas weekend sewing school and things like that before we actually finished for Christmas, which was lovely. I think we posted some pictures of the lovely things that everyone made, which was very nice. Oh, good. I'm glad you're looking forward to this. It's a lovely, lovely corset making. Yeah, then we broke up for Christmas, didn't we? I had a lovely Christmas. It was very nice. Oh, hi Helen, how are you? Warning, not Matilda then.
Please be careful with your tea.
Let's do that.
Hi Helen.
Christmas and New Year, came back, and I think I had one class before I went away 6th of January. I did a tutorial and a advanced dressmaking class.
You're right then.
Yeah, it's a big bag underneath by my feet. So sorry if I make crackling noises, it's right by my feet.
Apologies Instagram, it is a little bit wonky, but it's because my stand has broken
Oh no.
for this phone, so it's only slightly wonky, but it's annoying me.
Should I go this way? Honestly?
It's just annoying me. It's not straight.
So yes, so after that, I think it was on the 7th of January, I went off to America for 2 weeks, left Amy in charge, yeah, I went to New York for a few days to see my daughter Alice, and I went down to Palm Springs to do a class, to do a hand-tailored jacket class, which was great. The jacket you can see behind me, didn't get very far because I was doing lots of chat like you do on a retreat, catching up with lovely Linda and Barbie, and we were watching demos, and then Claire Schaefer, who you may know from the Couture collection. Hi Jo.
Hi Jo.
Nice to see you. Came in every day for an hour to give a talk and brought in some of her Couture collection of tailored jackets, so we got to have a good look at those and listen to Claire, which was fantastic. And the jacket, I used this Vogue pattern here for my jacket. I changed it a bit. I changed the collar and I changed the pockets, but basically this one, which is a great pattern. If you saw our post from yesterday when we were in London, there's a lovely blue suit in the window of Versace, and it's very similar to this. I think the trousers are a bit more fitted, but apart from that, it's very similar, isn't it?
Very. Like, actually crazy how similar it was.
Yeah, the collar's similar. Anyway, so I'd already liked this jacket, but then we saw it at Versace's window, so that's the pattern I used to start my tailored jacket there, and a lovely woolen Angora from Bloomsbury Square. I don't know if you can see it, but I will be lining it in this lovely silk over here as well.
You can see it on Facebook, you can't on Insta.
Hi Claire, how are you?
Hi,
Thanks
Claire.
for joining us. Yeah, so that's what I was working on when I was down in Palm Springs. Had a lovely time, although it did rain. It wasn't very sunny, but it was nice. It was still nice to be there. And then back to New York for a few days, went into Manhattan, did a little wander round, might have popped into Mood on the way. Hi Janet, lovely to see you. I haven't seen you since the last sewing school. So I've had a lovely couple of days. I only got back on Sunday, so I still feel like I'm a little bit vague.
So you're almost over the jet lag.
Yeah, almost over the jet lag.
You didn't really get over it when you were there.
No, because
you had it bad the other way.
Yeah, it's 5 hours behind in New York and then 8 hours behind in Palm Springs. So
hi Margaret.
Hi Margaret. Oh, hi Maggie from New Zealand. Oh, you're having a wonderful time, Maggie. Must be so lovely to be there with your family. I'm glad you made it. It's fantastic. So yeah, so I had a lovely couple of weeks. Back to work now. Straight back to work. So the jacket, the techniques we were doing while I was on the tailored jacket class were all from Claire Schaefer's lovely book. This one, but I've shown you before actually, the tailoring book, and she signed it. Oh, I've got my notes in the front there, look. But she did sign it for me, which was lovely. So, yeah, so she signed my book for me. So I took this big book with me, even though it's not the smallest of books to take with you. So,
Got it signed. Hi, Phil.
Hi, Phil, how are you? So, yeah, that's what I was doing. So I have got a demo that's related to my jacket today, but I'll come to that a bit later. So yeah, we've got some busy times coming up. We've got some workshops coming up the next few weeks, just to let you know what's coming up. I've forgotten already, so I've got to look at my notes because I don't know what day of the week it is.
It's Friday.
Oh yeah, last Saturday we had the lovely Claudette Joseph here again, teaching her TR cutting taster session, which I know quite a few of you came to. Claudette is lovely. And she's going to be doing some more classes with us. In fact, she's doing another taster session on the 15th of April. So if anyone's interested in doing the TR cutting taster session, which is just a morning, 3 hours, and Claudette brings lots of samples, and then you get to work on a sample pattern. And for the first one, we did a bodice, and the one that was on Saturday was a sleeve, and I think the one that's in April is going to be a collar. So even if you've previously done it, you could always do it again. But always very popular. Hi Jen, hope you're feeling better.
Hi, Jen.
Poor Jen was supposed to be here on Saturday, couldn't make it. But it's yes, it's a really great class, the TR cutting. And look out also for some whole day classes with Claudette. She's going to be doing some where you actually get to make a garment or a sample garment, not just a small pattern. So that's exciting. Hello Catherine.
Hi, Catherine.
Thanks for joining us, Catherine. Lovely to see you. So yeah, I'm sure if you did Claudette's class, you would have enjoyed it, and hopefully there'll be lots more to come. I wasn't here because I was, that was my last day in Manhattan, so Amy was very kind to pick Claudette up and open the studio for everybody, so that was good. And then I've had my afternoon and evening classes starting this week, and then today we did I've forgotten already, full bust adjustment. We did today.
Janet says she's having difficulties on her iPad and MacBook Air.
Oh no!
Try your phone,
good.
Janet. Go for the third device.
Yeah, try going between Facebook and Instagram. That's the other thing, isn't it? Oh, I'm glad you're getting there, Jen. That's good. That's good. And so this weekend we have the corset class, as Denise just said. We've got corsets this weekend, so that's good. Next week we are starting our sew along. Our new sew along starts next Thursday, which is the Maison Fauve Soho dress. So if you're interested in making that, do sign up for the sew along starting next Thursday. It's a really nice wrap dress with a little unusual fastening on it as well. So that's going to be a fun one. Looking forward to making that. And then we have the Kelly Anorak next weekend, which is the closet core Anorak, which is always good to do in a class because it has so many techniques in it and all the hardware you use with it, so we're looking forward to that. Not long after that we have a shirt dress workshop, which is like the ones on the stand behind me. So that's coming up, and you can make a dress or you can make a shirt. So it's just about shirt making techniques really. And then Mark Francis is going to be here. So it's sewing with Mark Francis. You can do a 1 day or you can do 2 days. And you can use any of Mark's the lovely gentleman who was on the sewing bee a few years ago, and he's so lovely, great teacher, and he's got his own pattern range, and he's coming for a couple of days. So you can, like I say, you can do 1 day or 2 days, so you can use any of his patterns. So it could be his lovely baker boy hat, or it could be a tie. You could make a shirt, pair of trousers. I think he's got a waistcoat pattern as well now, so you can use any of his patterns, and you can choose whether you want to come for 1 or 2 days. So have a look at that. And like I say, then Claudette's going to be coming back as well.
Hi Heather. Heather's here on Instagram.
Oh, hi Heather.
All very well with us. Thank you.
Good. Nice to see you. Yeah, so it's going to be some fun stuff coming up. Lots more workshops on the website. So have a look at that. Oh, hello Annette. How are you?
Hi Annette.
Nice to see you. Yeah, so I've been keeping an eye on what everyone else has been doing. Even while I was away, I was keeping an eye on things. Amy and I actually had some very early morning meetings, didn't we?
We did.
While I was away, because I was 8 hours behind.
Well,
so
early morning for you. It was like after lunch
after
for
lunch
me.
for you, yeah. So yeah, we had some meetings while I was just having my morning cup of tea and Amy was having her lunch. Just to keep up with things. I've also been watching what's been going on amid her sewers. I know Bryony, I don't know if Bryony's watching, but Bryony made lots of Christmas presents for her family. She made the Ilford jacket in a fleecy fabric for her grandson, which was really nice. A shacket, she called it, as well as the Agnes pyjamas. Somebody else got Agnes pyjamas for Christmas, didn't they?
I did. Haven't worn them yet. They're more like summery ones.
They are, because they're in a white cotton gauze,
Yeah.
aren't they? So, although cotton gauze can be quite warm.
Yeah, maybe I'll try.
Spring ones.
Yeah.
She also made some cargo pants, because cargo pants seem to be the thing, don't they? This year.
They are. Everyone's wearing them.
Supermodels are wearing cargo pants, although the pattern that Bryony had, apparently the legs are a bit narrow.
Hi, Cynthia. Cynthia's on Insta saying
hi,
welcome
Cynthia.
back.
Thank you. Cynthia's been busy making things. Made your lovely embroidered collar and a beautiful fair isle knitted.
Oh, the fair isle's so beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful fair isle. And then Suzanne's been very busy, because Suzanne's off on holiday, but has been very busy making things for herself and for her granddaughter. And she's made the Estelle dress, the Zadie jumpsuit, pinafores, the Megs Atelier asymmetric dress. So lots of lovely things from Suzanne this last month. And Maggie will hopefully be wearing her lovely news dress down in New Zealand, because that looked lovely, Maggie. I made a new wash bag as well. Janet, your kilo wrap dress did look lovely. I know you made
looked
that.
great.
Yeah, I made that on the sewing school, but yeah, it looked great when you were going to the wedding in that. Really, those colours are really great, really great. And then Margaret's been really busy as well. Posted lots of pictures of raw edge jackets, the lovely Fielder, Merchant Mills Fielder pattern as a dress, which I haven't seen as a dress actually. I've seen the sweatshirt version, but not the dress version. So that looked really good. I think Wendy's making that on the evening class at the moment, the Fielder. It's like a sweatshirt, but it's made with woven fabric, but it's got ribbing at the neck. So it's a really nice pattern. As well as some other independent patterns, the Samila tunic and the Herbia blouse, and then a lovely self-drafted blouse using her blocks from level 3 from the pattern cutting class. What else has been happening? Oh, Sally, after Cynthia posted her lovely farewell, Sally posted a lovely little her grandson's outfit.
Oh, the
that she did.
romper.
So
cute.
Really cute.
Loved that.
Really sweet. And then,
I've seen there's a lot knitted rompers.
Yeah.
They're all in the fashion pages.
Really good.
Very in.
Yeah, very good. And then Justine just posted today her mountain dress, because she's off skiing soon, so that's going to look really good. A mountain dress with the mountains on it looked really lovely. Nice fabric that was. So you've all been very busy. It's always good to post your makes on Midhurst Sewers page. You'll notice that everyone gives lovely comments, and it's really nice, because sometimes we sew on our own a lot, don't we? So, and also you can show things that you've made to non-sewers, and they go, oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
But when you're a sewer, we know how much hard work's gone into that, and we can really appreciate the details. So do post your makes. We love to see them. And Julie's been posting lots of interesting things as well that she spots. Always good. Always good to see lots of stuff. Suzanne actually posted, I've got a couple of bits of news about things coming up. Suzanne actually posted in the Midhurst Sewers about a new exhibition at the Design Museum in Kensington, which is called the Offbeat Sari, and that is from the 19th of May to September, and that does look really good. The Design Museum doesn't often have fashion related exhibitions. The last one they had was Asadina Leah's exhibition, and this looks like it's going to be really good. Looks like it's the history of saris and how designers have used them, and how lots of different types of saris, beautiful embroidery and printing. So Suzanne's joining us from Tenerife. Hi Suzanne, I was just talking about you. I was just talking about the sari exhibition.
Is it hot there, Suzanne? Is it hot?
Yeah, have you got lovely sunshine? I hope you have.
It's supposed to be a winter sun place, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I think it's supposed to be nice, isn't it? It'd be warmer than here anyway.
Oh, yeah.
That's the main thing.
That's not hard.
Yeah. So that looks like a good one to go to. And the other exhibition is called Crown to Couture at Kensington Palace, which I'm very excited about, which is from the 5th of April to 29th of October, which looks fantastic. There's going to be all sorts of couture garments there. So I'm looking forward to that. I love an exhibition at Kensington Palace. So that's good. And then, because we're all waiting for the Chillen exhibition, aren't we? To start in September. Waiting for that to be released. Suzanne says a bit mixed. Oh, I think it's just nice to be away, isn't it? I bet it's just lovely being there by the sea. It must be really nice. I didn't mind being in Palm Springs actually, even though it wasn't really hot. It was
Nicer than being icy cold.
Yeah, and I think it wasn't that cold to me, but people at Palm Springs, it was particularly cold because they were wearing like big padded jackets and winter boots. So I was talking to you.
You were talking to me.
I was talking to you. Sorry,
you need to talk to the camera.
I forget.
I have to point
sometimes.
to her.
Yeah.
Look at the camera.
So yeah, it was lovely. Anyway, I had a good time. It wasn't that cold really. I didn't go in the pool. That was sad though. It's got a nice pool. There were other people in the pool. It was just me.
Crazy people.
Crazy people. So there's a couple of things coming up. Another thing that we're very excited about is Next in Fashion. Oh, Janet has got it working on.
Oh yeah,
That's
glad we
good,
sorted
Janet.
it, Janet.
Next in Fashion, the fantastic sewing program, design program, really, with Tan France is coming back. Who was the co-host?
Gigi Hadid or Bella Hadid.
Bella Hadid.
Gigi.
Gigi, I think.
I think it's Gigi.
Yeah.
One of the Hadids.
Yeah. Is going to be the co-host on
That
that.
was exciting, actually.
3rd of March on Netflix.
Netflix.
Yes, Netflix.
Yeah, it used to be with what's her name? The British girl.
I know who you mean. Dark hair.
Oh, that's so annoying. I wonder how many more started that sentence now.
Go on, someone can tell us who was the co-host on Next in Fashion.
She used to be an E4 presenter.
She did, yes. She's a real
And now she's in
trendy
fashion.
fashionista, isn't she now?
Oh God, what was her name? So irritating. Wish I hadn't said anything.
Yeah.
But I
You
don't
can't
know
even
what
look it
her
up on
name.
your phone because your phone's up there.
Alexa Chung, thank
That's
you,
the one.
Cynthia.
Thank you. Alexa Chung, it used to be. And now it's going to be Gigi Hadid.
Cynthia
Equally
saved the day.
Yeah,
Oh, Victoria
actually,
said
Victoria
Alexa.
said
Oh,
it
yeah,
as
everyone's
well.
saying
Yeah,
Alexa.
everyone said it. See, we had a mind freeze then, everyone else is fine.
Yeah, that was
So anyway,
completely
3rd of
mind
March. No, not long. 3rd of March, we can all start talking about
blowing.
that.
That was good, that one. I liked that one. But I
Yeah.
can't really remember what the premise of the show was because they haven't done it for a while, have they?
No,
It was pre-lockdown.
it was. We have
But-
to really go and watch the previous season so we can remind ourselves. So yeah, 3rd of March. So what else is going on? Did anyone go to the Liberty sale? I know Cynthia did. Did you buy lots of stuff, Cynthia, at the Liberty sale? I know Phil went and said it was so busy so she had to leave her purchase behind.
We considered it yesterday, but we decided to walk down New Bond Street instead and
We
look in
did.
all the windows.
Yeah, we got some inspiration instead. I do like window shopping. I like getting design ideas. I did that when I was in Manhattan actually. I did a little wander down Fifth Avenue, get some design ideas.
We did see actually we forgot to take a photo of it, the Louis Vuitton
Yes.
window with what's, oh no, I've done it
Don't, you
again.
see, don't say things when you can't remember who it is.
Okay, I'm shutting
Because I
up.
can't forget either.
It was cool.
Oh, Jo said she went to Liberty and there's no queue.
Oh.
Brilliant. Typical.
Annie said, yes, went today and bought something lovely. And Cynthia said, yeah, just a little Tana and some silk. Oh, we should have gone.
Yeah. Oh, Suzanne's off to watch the sunset.
Oh, thank you, Cynthia. Saved us
Oh.
again. Yahoo Kusama. Yahoo Kusama for
You
the
see,
Louis
you
Vuitton.
knew who we were talking
Thanks,
about.
Cynthia. Have you seen it in the window on New Bond Street, Cynthia? It's really cool. It's like a
Yeah.
robot.
We were going to go back and
that
there was quite a lot of
moves.
people there, wasn't there? So we were going to go
Yeah,
back. And then
we didn't want to like join the crowd of
Yeah.
squealing tourists. We sort of just looked from afar.
Phoenix, well, we did walk past Phoenix. It still looks quite open.
Yeah.
Didn't we walk past there? No, it still looks quite open. That's going to be sad if
The
that's
Dior.
closing.
What else did we like? The Dior window was really beautiful.
Yeah. There was quite
Oh,
a few.
Cynthia said we did it. Of course. Cynthia did it.
What?
The window.
Oh, of course she did. Yes. I can see some pictures of it. I loved it, Cynthia, and I loved the whole street with the flags and everything.
It was
looked
great.
fantastic. But New Bond Street looked particularly good. We walked down South Molton Street and we were very sad, weren't we?
Oh my goodness, so sad. We can't believe
Yeah.
how many shops are closed on. Yeah, it was great. It was like every other shop, or every shop at one point. We were getting very depressed, so then we had to double back.
New Bond Street looked lovely. So that was good. And then we were going to do some more walking. It started to rain, didn't it? So we had to get a taxi to the Savoy. We were going to walk to the Savoy, weren't we? But in the end, we had to get a taxi.
Yes, we did. We got as far as Fortnum's, didn't we?
Yeah. So it's just nice. It's always nice to go anyway. We haven't been. Well, you said you hadn't been up to London.
I haven't been up. I don't think I even went to London last year, apart from the shows. I don't
Yeah.
think I went for like a day out last
No.
year at all. So yeah.
We went.
It was
we
nice.
went to Savile Row. Doing Savile Row again in a couple of weeks actually, which should be great. But yeah, it's nice to go up and just look in the windows and
Have a wander round.
yeah. Yes. So yeah, that was a lovely day yesterday. It was such a nice day. Didn't it? Yeah. Lots of cake as well. Always good. Always good. So lots of other, I'm sure there'll be lots of other things coming up. We were saying there hasn't been that many offers and things on the...
Hello, Sally.
Oh, hi Sally, how are you? Nice to see you. Fabric Godmother's got an open day on the 4th of February. We'd like to go down there. Always good, Fabric Godmother.
She's moved as well. She's in a much bigger place now.
I haven't been to her place since she moved, actually.
No.
So we did go there after one of our Brighton retreats, but she's moved a bit further away now, so it's not quite so easy for us to get there from our Brighton retreat, sadly. Especially if we have to go after the post, don't we? So we have to go just when it's really busy. We're really well, thank you, Sally. Really well. Just getting back into the routine of things. In fact, I started my class this morning and I'd forgotten to order lunches. I'd forgotten how to do it. Forgotten how to do it at the beginning of the workshop. I just suddenly remembered to go and order lunches. So yeah, it won't take long. It'll all seem like a bit of a dream. Like I was never there. So yeah, lots of new things to talk about. Some new patterns that I've seen while I've been away. Starlark with Xanthi pattern. My niece is called Xanthi. So I might have to make that. Barbara started making that on Tuesday night actually. It's got pleats down the front and then it flares out below the pleats. Similar to the Trend Patterns box pleat shirt actually. It's that similar sort of look, but the pleats are stitched down. So that's going to be a nice one to make. The Xanthi dress. New Craft House. I've got a... I keep looking at that clock and realise that it's stopped.
Yeah.
So I must look down here at the clock. I'm right. Yeah, New Craft House have got some lovely dead stock leather if you like working with leather.
It looks amazing.
Yeah,
Some like
Amy
amazing printed leather.
I'm quite liking their new lingerie patterns actually, so I might have to get those and have a little look. They're sort of soft lingerie.
They come as kits, I think.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see. So we might try those.
Sally said she's ordered the Xanthi and is making it in the half-term workshop.
Oh, lovely. Oh, well, I'll have to. I'm working with Barbara on that one at the moment, Sally. So I'll have lots of tips. We already worked out. You know, it's a style arc, so the instructions are vague. So we worked out all the pleats on Tuesday because Barbara was doing a 12 just of the front. So I think it looks lovely. Really nice dress. Let's see what you're making it in, Sally. What else did we spot apart from the lingerie patterns? Old Cloth House have got some nice sashiko and workwear.
Chilly leather lingerie. No.
Oh, we could do that. Yeah, why not? No, separate things, Jilly. Yeah, they have. I did have a quick look actually at their online instruction as well, just to make sure I wasn't missing anything with the pleats. To make sure I was doing the same thing. They do a very quick little Instagram video of them sewing the pleats as well, which is quite useful. They don't tack them though.
Susan Castle said that she's ordered a new Craft House kit, but it hasn't arrived yet.
Oh, that'd be good to see then.
Yeah.
Susan, if it turns up before Monday, bring it along. We'd love you to have a look at that. See what it's like. Yeah, so anybody else noticed anything new that they've spotted in the last month? Because it's nearly the end of January now, isn't it?
I know this month has flown.
Yeah, it has flown by, yeah. Anyone else spotted anything new or exhibitions coming up? What else has been going on? I feel a bit out of the loop because I haven't really been here keeping up with things. Wasn't over keen on the fold lines. What were they called? The little top slipovers today. They said
pullover.
The pullovers, the sleeveless pullovers. I'm not over keen.
But it just seemed a bit bland.
Yeah.
There were 3 different designs, but they were all exactly the same. So, and none of them were very flattering.
Yeah, I've never been very keen on that.
Clark is here on Instagram, and
hi,
she said,
Clark.
"Is Amy making cocktails later?" Yes, I am.
She will
Clark.
be. Yes, we can't stop that. Because when I was out in Palm Springs, Barbie and Linda, who were running the class, had said that's what they look forward to. not seeing me. It's all about Amy and the cocktails. They kept telling everybody, and Claire has this lovely thing on Instagram, and Amy makes cocktails. Because they're having breakfast.
That's why Mary and Linda came on the cruise. It was my cocktails.
It was your cocktails. I like nothing to do with it at all. So they like the fact that we're having cocktails when they're having their cup of tea in the morning.
Sally said, Oh no, I went past it. I've ordered Tencel linen from La Mausie.
Oh, lovely.
Wasn't keen on the fold line capsule wardrobe either.
No,
I thought it was a bit boring.
It wasn't very inspiring. I like the idea of a capsule wardrobe, but I have not seen one. Somebody posted one the other day. Was it Mood? Someone like that had posted one, which I thought was quite nice. But yeah, I like the idea of a capsule wardrobe, but then, yeah. We'll see if we can find one. I've got a feeling that one of the designers did one this week.
Sheila Sews is here on Instagram saying, looking forward to seeing you all at the classes next weekend.
Oh,
that must be Kelly Anorak.
Yes, Kelly Anorak next week. Brilliant. That's good. Yeah, looking forward to that. So yeah, so there's been lots happening, and yeah, I'm looking forward to catching up with everybody again and seeing what's going on, because we've got a half-term sewing school and a weekend sewing school coming up. I think they're both sold out, aren't they? So it'd be good to catch up with everybody. So I'm going to do a little demo. I always surprise Amy when I say that.
Well, I don't know what time it is because
I don't
the clock
know.
is not working.
It's just before 6, so it's about time, isn't it? Can I do a little demo now?
What time is it?
6 o'clock.
Yeah, that's good time for a demo.
Yeah, that's good. So I'm going to do a demo, and while I was working on my jacket, every day Barbie and Linda were doing demonstrations of techniques that are in the Claire Shaker book. And one of them was for a double welt pocket, and it's similar to the way I have done it. Oh, Tomcat Stitchery does it. Yes, I did see theirs as well, Sally. That wasn't bad, the Tomcat Stitchery one. Capsule wardrobe. Yeah, it's similar to the way I had done it, but it was much flatter. So I really liked it. I'm going to show you how I did it, because I did on my, I don't know if you can see it.
I'll bring this over.
On my jacket.
Do you know what? Talking about capsule wardrobes, I still think the Makes Atelier is the best one.
Yeah.
Like her original 6, you know?
Yeah, the original 6. Yeah. I picked dummy with the dodgy leg. That was
okay.
Yeah, so I did mine with a very slight curve. Actually, the tacking's gone a bit loose there. So if you can see, it does sort of slightly curve up there. I haven't put the back on that yet, so that's just the welts. Rather than doing it straight across, just to make it a bit different. And I was going to do a bit more of a curve, because when we were talking about it, Barbie said, oh, you can cut the welts on the bias, and you can do a real curve with your welt pocket. But when I cut my fabric on the bias, the colour changed and I wasn't keen on it. So I kept my fabric on the straight grain. But you can do a welt pocket on a curve using this method, and cutting the welts on the bias. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to do a straight one today, because I'm going to do it on calico.
Hi, Nan.
Hi, Mum. How are you? Thank you for joining us. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do one on some calico, like that. So a little double welt pocket. So a few things I'm going to do the same as I would do them, and then a couple of things which from the Barbie showed us from the Claire Shaker book. One of the things that I thought was really good was, move that out the way, was just sorry.
No, just the way you said it.
What?
One of the things I thought was really good is move that out the way.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
No, it's just funny.
It's just to mark.
Do you mean you cut the bodice on the bias?
No,
Margaret?
the welts. No, I was going to cut the welts on the bias so that I could do the. So the jacket would be on the straight grain, but you can cut the welts on the bias, and then you can do a curve. So this is on the straight grain, and the welts are on the bias. And it is nice to cut welts on the bias, because they fold on the fabric better. But like I say, with my fabric, when I cut them on the bias, the colour changed. It didn't look right, so I didn't like it. So I recut them and did it again. So I did a sample, obviously. Did lots of samples. That's why my jacket is not finished, because for every stage I did a sample, because I wanted to test things out and see how different things worked with the different with the fabric. So the first thing I would do is mark the cutting line, so basically the length of your pocket. So if you haven't got a welt pocket on your garment and you want to put one in, basically it's just a bit wider than your hand. So think about, I've done it about maybe 2 centimetres bigger than my hand there, just so I know I could get my hand into that pocket. So just draw the cutting line on there, and then cut yourself a couple of pieces that you're going to use for the welt. And I tend to think probably about at least 4 times wider than the welt. So if the welt's going to be 1/2 centimetre, you only really need it to be a couple of centimetres wide, but make it really big, because you can always trim it off afterwards. So I've probably done this about 4 centimetres. Said that, and I've now got a metric ruler, 3 inches. It's about 7 centimetres. So I've made mine 7 centimetres wide. So I've got plenty there, and I can always trim it off afterwards. So the next thing I'm going to do is place one of my welt pieces.
And is that the length of the cutting line or longer?
It's longer, sorry, yeah. So it's about 2 centimetres longer at each end. So about 4 centimetres longer than the cutting line. Thank you.
That's okay.
So the raw edge is going against your cutting line there, and just mark the end of your, what's going to be your opening on your welt like that. So you've got a reference of where you want to start and stop. And then we're going to put the other welt against that as well, like that, and mark. Oh, what was that? Oh, it's the screw off the back of your phone.
Just carry on, no. Oh. Ignore it.
It attacked me.
It didn't happen.
Like that. So I've marked on both of the welts now where I want to start and stop stitching. I'm just going to put some pins in here to stop them moving. And I'm going to draw myself some guidelines. You could do this with a 1/4 inch foot, or you could do it by eye, but I quite like to have a line to follow. So I'm going to draw a line, 1/2 centimetre or 1/4 inch from the centre. So I've got myself a nice straight line to follow. There and there. And these are the lines I want to stitch along. I'm just going to turn my machine on, excuse me.
So is this right sides together, did you say that?
It's on the right side, yes. It's on the right side of the fabric. So that first line that I drew is on the right side of your fabric. So you need to make sure, so this, let me just move that out of the way again. It's all on the right side of your garment. So this line that I drew here is on the right side of your garment. So you do need to make sure that whatever you're using is that you can remove it afterwards. So whether it's chalk or whatever you're going to use. You could actually just choose to do a line of trace tacking along that line so that you can see the line, but you're not marking your fabric. So always test whatever you're going to use.
And then the welts, is it right side up?
The welts go right sides together. Yeah, right side of fabric.
Oh, so the wrong side's facing up?
Yeah, so the wrong side. So it doesn't matter so much what you use for your marking on this. If you're using a thinner fabric, you could interface these welts as well. Now, because this is going to be cut open, I would actually interface the back of my, if this wasn't a sample, I would interface the back of this as well. So where you're going to be cutting, put some interfacing on there, which I forgot to bring in with me, so it's not on my sample.
Mm-hmm.
So now we need to sew along these two lines here, and need to be really accurate about the starting and stopping of these points, so that we get a nice accurate end to our welts. So what I like to do, instead of starting and stopping on those points, I like to pivot on those points. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start stitching here, so a couple of centimetres before the end. I'm going to go to that point, and then I'm going to needle down and turn and come back along the line. So I get to this point and then needle down and turn and come back and finish here. Okay, same with here. Start here, stitch forward, put the needle down and come back all the way along the line, get to here and then turn and finish there. And what it means is you're not trying to do a reverse or a locking stitch or something on those points. It's much more accurate, and also it reinforces it a little bit as well.
You can turn your machine around, because I'll just come over here.
Is that okay? Can I, yeah, so that I can see what I'm doing.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what's going to happen if I'm not stitching straight on. It's going to go all wonky, and I've been very good, and I'm sewing in a contrast colour, so you should be able to see it. I want my stitch a little bit longer, so that. Okay, so I'm going to stitch forward. I've gone down to 2.2, mainly because it's a bit easier to be accurate at the end if you've got a smaller stitch. And if you get near the end and you're not sure if you're on your line, just have a little look. I can't see, I think I'm on the line there. Yeah, I am. Okay, so I can turn and go back the other way. Actually, I think I could do one more stitch there. I want to do one more stitch. I can see. There we go. It's actually half a stitch. So I just manoeuvred the fabric so that I could do one more stitch. Okay, and come back the other way, all the way along the line. Again, go a bit slower when I get to this end. And then look. Oh, that's handy, right on the line again. It's always handy when you're right on the line. And come forward, and then I can cut the stitch there. Okay, so I didn't have to worry about starting and stopping on the line. I can just pivot. So again on this side, and come forward. Make sure it's right on. There we go. Turn around. Go back the other way. When I was in Palm Springs, also, I couldn't take my sewing machine with me, so Barbie kindly lent me her Seamer Featherweight, which is a very small, very diddy straight stitch machine, and it was so nice to use because the foot was really tiny and accurate. So I've been keeping my eye out for one to get for here. So it's really nice to use. Obviously I couldn't do any other stitches, but it was enough that I did. Okay, so that's my 2 lines stitched. What I didn't bring with me was something like a sleeve roll or a tailor's ham.
I can't let go of the camera because it's going to fall.
Okay.
Haven't you got it in your thingy right next to you?
No, it's not there. I was just looking. It's typical, isn't it? There's no
If you hold this, then I can... No, just you have to hold it here.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise it drops. So
Okay, I'm
don't
just holding
move.
this while I... Okay, so you can see there, Amy's just gone on a run to get the a tailor's ham. So you can see I've stitched both ends there, starting and stopping on the dot. So what we're going to do now is cut down the middle, just cutting the main fabric, not the welt. So to do that, I'm going to fold this in half just to get started and cut between the welts. There. Just keep the welts out of the way because we're going to cut down that line, the line that I drew at the beginning, but just keeping the welts out of the way. Stop about 1.5 centimetres or 5/8 from the end, and then we're going to cut into the corner. And it's sometimes easier to turn it over at this point because what you want to do is cut to where you finish stitching on each side. But don't cut the welts again, you're just cutting the main fabric. You want scissors that cut right to the end as well. So again, straight down the middle, keep the welts out of the way. Stop about 1.5 centimetres from the end and cut up to where you finish stitching.
Oh, sorry.
You alright there?
Yeah, just
Okay, so
drop
I've got
the
these two
camera.
little triangles. I always call them triangles. Barbie called them Ys.
Wise. Oh,
It's
'cause
a Y, isn't
Y.
it? Yeah. I hadn't thought about that before.
Yeah.
I always called them triangles. So the next thing to do to stop this being bulky is to press this seam open. I'm going to turn it through. The other side, turn the welts through. And we're going to press this seam open here, this little seam. So you can see it'll be better if it's interfaced, even the calico. Better if it's interfaced. Lost my mini iron. And then that welt folds back around that seam allowance there. And then I'm going to turn that round. Press that seam open. And then press that welt over. manipulating it because I'm doing that at a very funny angle. Oh, that's not too bad. So you can see that those are in the middle. So these little triangles are going to come out the sides. Oh, that one does need a bit of manipulating. There we go. And they go out to the sides. Like that. So there's our welt looking quite good. That just needs a little bit of manipulating there. That needs to come over a bit. There we go. That's better. So the little triangles are going out to the side there. So to make them stay in place, I'm going to give that a press. If this was wool, I'd be using a pressing cloth. This is just my calico sample. Now what I want to do is stitch those triangles. I can do this bit on the machine. You could do it by hand, but those little triangles are just laying on the side of the welts there, and I'm going to just draw a line so you can see. That's where I'm going to stitch across the, can you see that? Mm-hmm. I'm going to stitch across that side and then lift this one up and stitch across this side. Just to hold those in place. Often what I do is start in the middle and stitch forward and then turn it around and go back the other way. Because if you try and do reverse, you can end up going at a funny angle. So pivoting rather than reverse is what we're talking about. So that's a nice little bit done there. Okay, let's do the other side. Just put that little triangle out, start in the middle. Put that over a tiny bit. It's worth drawing yourself a little chalk line. I know I did a pencil line, but it is worth drawing yourself a little line to follow. Okay, that's the other side. Done. So there's our lovely welt pocket. So what I would do now is I would tack it in the ditch and then hand stitch it with a little prick stitch, a little back stitch in the ditch. You could do a machine edge stitch around there if you wanted to. And once you've done that, and that's all held in place, you attach, you can trim these down a bit, and attach your pocket linings to these bits here. So one will attach, if I've got any spare bits, that one would attach there, and one would attach there, and then you can stitch around the pocket. So there you go.
Very good.
I hope that made sense. Anyway, but I really like that. So it was a combination of things that I've done before, plus the new things that I learned while I was away. Really nice way of doing a double welt pocket. Works for me. I suppose you could do exactly the same thing for bound buttonholes. Bound buttonholes are just mini welt pockets, aren't they? Oh, you're very welcome, Janet. But always do a sample. Whenever you get to a coat or a jacket that's got a welt pocket, always do a sample, because like I realised with mine when I was going to do a curved one, I cut the welts on the bias and it didn't work. They were in a funny colour. So there you go. Look, that's my pocket. I can get my hand in there perfectly well. So if you have any questions about that, you can always ask me, and I'll have I always have all the samples here. I need to do a folder of all my samples I've done on the lives, don't I? Yeah. They're in a box in the office at the moment. All my little samples. I hope that was helpful. So don't lip welt pockets. I know it's always scary doing something like a welt pocket because you're cutting a hole in the front of your garment. But really, well, as long as you've done a sample, it's not bad at all. So there you go. So Amy is going to come in. I've got two nice welt pockets there now. I've got to move over. Hold on. Move over. Excuse me. bag again.
Yeah, because last time I realised the last one last year, I was only half in it on Instagram.
Oh yeah, because you didn't do this moving over thing. I can't move over because the iron's in the way.
That's
right?
good. That should be fine.
Do you want me to pull your chair in?
No, I can do that. Okay.
Okay, so Amy's going to come in now and fill you in on all her news. And of course there'll be a cocktail for those of you that are waiting for the cocktail. Didn't care about the double welt pocket. Oh,
Yeah. Good.
hiya. Good. Good. So yeah, it's nice to be back in the office, and there's been lots going on because we had a couple of meetings, didn't we, while I was away? And you may have seen a few things go up. That Amy can tell you
Yeah.
about.
We've got 2 brand new retreats this year. All of our retreats, I mean, wonderfully, quite often sell out very fast and quite far in advance because people attend a retreat and immediately book the next year.
Which is great.
Which is great, but then quite a few people have been on wait lists and stuff, so we thought let's add a couple more in. So we have a second Brighton retreat in August. I didn't write the dates down, but I think it's 23rd, 24th, 25th of August. It's at the same hotel that we always do it in Brighton.
It's just changed its name, hasn't it?
It's now called, so for those that are coming, I don't think Marianne is online. Wasn't her Farnham Hall jacket beautiful? Yes, it was, Chile.
Oh yes, it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's on the. I put that on Claire's Threads page, didn't I?
Yeah. So the hotel that we do the Brighton retreat in has been in the past. Well, first it was called Thistles, but since we were doing retreats, it was the Jury's Inn. Now they've rebranded and it's called Leonardo Royal, but it's the same company. They've just rebranded it, so it changes nothing. Prices remain the same. If you've got a room booked, don't worry, it's all fine. Same staff, same everything. They've just changed the name.
Yeah.
So we're having it there.
We love to be in Brighton in August. In fact, we did an August one, didn't we? After the first lockdown, we
in
had
21.
an August one. Yeah, and it was lovely being in Brighton in the summer. Actually, it was a nice change.
It's very fun. Nice weather. Nice walks on the beach. People were going swimming.
Yeah.
It's great. So yes, we're excited about that one. And then Totnes, we are double backing our retreat. So our retreat that we usually run is a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I think it's the 1st, 2nd, 3rd. That one's sold out. So we're staying on and running a second one straight after. So 4th, 5th and 6th. So it's a Saturday, Sunday, Monday retreat. And that is, I mean, I want to say it's nearly sold out.
Yeah.
So as well.
2/3, isn't it?
It's nearly over 2/3 now. So if you've been thinking about it, don't think for too long because it's crazy. It's nearly sold out already. So that's very exciting.
It is, yeah. Because some people who are coming on the first retreat are staying on.
Yeah.
Which is lovely because they get 6 whole days.
Yeah.
Down at lovely Dartington Hall.
What could be better?
Yeah.
Yes. So that's our 2 new retreats. There are still a couple of places on the Makes Atelier, which is running at the end of April.
Making a coat.
To make a coat. And I think we have 1 place left on the Carlisle retreat. It might be 2 places, but 1 place, and that's in June. I think the 8th of June, in Carlisle, to make a couture jacket or dress or skirt or something in Linton.
Something in Linton, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
What is cruise?
Cruise next year. This year's sold out, but next year is filling up now. So if you were thinking about the cruise 2024, the dates are up on the website now. Claire is coming for the weekend.
Yeah, it makes sense for you, doesn't it? Because you're working, so that's perfect for you. You've only got to take 1 day off.
This is our first weekend retreat, actually, so we might do more in the future.
Yeah, and normally we don't do weekends because often things are more expensive at the weekends.
The hotels are often a lot more expensive, but Dartington
keep it the same
they
for us.
kept
So
it. Yeah.
same price for us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
Brighton
great.
wouldn't have worked because it's almost double the price at the weekend.
Yeah.
But yeah, lovely Dartington said that wasn't a thing for them. So
that's
very
great. I'm
excited.
glad you can come, Claire. That's so good. That's really good. It is fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
So,
So I think that's it for retreat news. Is it?
I think so. I can't think of anything else.
No. Stitch Festival we're exhibiting at Stitch Festival in Islington in March, and that's actually the week after the Brighton retreat in March. And we have a discount code for tickets. If you want some discount on your Stitch Festival tickets, enter Claire Tyler is our promo code. All one word, Claire Tyler, Claire with an I, and you'll get £2 off.
Is that for every day or is that for...
No, it doesn't include Sunday.
I was going to say, I knew there's 1 day.
Yeah, it doesn't include Sunday, but if you're planning to come on the other days, please use our discount code because we might win a stand next year or something. I don't know. There's some exhibitor incentive.
Won't be a
But yeah.
stand.
No, even
We might
money off
get-
your stand.
We might get a socket for our stand or something.
Janet, I still have to pay the balance on the first Brighton retreat. Janet, you paid, my love. I don't have anything outstanding. I mean, I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure I don't have anything outstanding on that retreat. But I will double check.
So Janet's coming to all three, isn't she? Both Brightons and
Yeah.
both
Yeah,
Brightons?
I'll have a look, and yeah, I'll send you the code. Somebody did say the other day, I would check that you haven't already booked a room though, Janet, because yeah. Anyway, I'll email you.
Yeah. I know it gets confusing when you're doing lots of retreats, and there'll be deposits to pay and then balances to pay, won't there?
So I'm going to finish our Friday with a little cocktail.
Yeah. So do ask any questions. We'll carry on.
Yeah,
chatting.
do. Because there's lots of retreats now. I know quite a few of you are booked onto lots of them. So if you need to know which ones you're booked on or what your balances,
What your balances are. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy to help.
Yes. Oh, this looks good.
So I've decided
put my tea
I'm
away.
going to revive some that I did in 2020 in our first lives because it was ages ago.
Yeah.
And I did all the really good classics
Yeah.
back in that first summer. So I thought I'd revisit some of our favourite ones for the new people. You can see them all on YouTube, but you know, you'd have to go through them all. So I'm going to do a French Martini, which is vodka, and then you can use Chambord, which is a black raspberry liqueur, or you can use Cassis. I have a whole bottle of Cassis, hence why I thought this would be a good one.
Yeah.
And pineapple juice. That's it. 3 ingredients. Very simpler. So you need a shaker and some ice.
Nice Boston shaker.
Nice Boston shaker. So it's a double shot of vodka per person, per serving. So 50 mils of vodka. I don't know if we've got that in here, but we'll just go with whatever we've got.
Oh, I nearly bought you a bottle of that Grey Goose, actually. From duty
We might be
free.
okay. Ooh, yeah, just about. That's good. We probably don't need the full strength. Then it is of creme de cassis. It's just over half a shot, so 15 mils of either the cassis or the Chambord, whichever you fancy. Are you doing back-to-back in Dartington next year too, please? I've booked the first part. We haven't decided yet, Gilly, because
We
might do. We wanted to sort of see how successful it was this year.
Of course, we've got 2024 dates up already. haven't
But we have got 2024 dates up, so yeah, we may do.
We'll let you know.
We'll let you
Gilly.
know as soon as we know.
We just thought we'd try it and see. The ladies who I do the Taylor Jackie with, they were doing 2 couture retreats, so 2 6-day ones back to back. So it does make sense when you're teaching in a venue to do it all in one go.
Pineapple juice is about, it's a shot or just over a shot, so 30 mils per person of pineapple juice. And that's it. Give it a good shake. You want it to give it a really good shake because you want the pineapple juice to froth.
We'll let you know, Julie, as soon as we put new dates up.
We will.
Ooh.
That was close. It suddenly popped. So once it's too cold or it starts popping at you.
That's the first time it's done though, isn't it?
No, it does do it sometimes, but you manage to sort of save it. As I didn't whack it, I never whack it hard enough on
Because
here.
it's a bouncy table, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, and then just with a single hawthorn strain, you're just gonna strain it out. You should get this
This looks
nice sort of
pretty.
pinky colour. And then you should have this nice foam coming out at the end. Fresh pineapple juice, you'll get a really thick foam. Kind of like when you do an espresso martini and you get the crema coming at the end. And then I don't have any, but it's quite nice to garnish with some fresh raspberries. But that's it.
We don't mind missing it. So
French
there we go.
Martini.
Yeah, that looks
Cheers,
really lovely.
everybody.
Yeah, I get told off for saying, oh, this is my favourite at the end of each one, so I'm not going to say it this time. Barbie told me that.
Oh, really?
You said this is your favourite every time.
This one might be though.
No, I think probably is.
Tastes like berries and
It is
pineapples.
lovely. It is really nice. Yeah, it's a
You
really
can't
nice
even
one.
taste that double shot of vodka.
No, goodness, that's dangerous.
Very dangerous.
That's so nice. It's so easy to make.
So easy. 3 ingredients. Simples.
You'll notice that we have a recommended page on our website now, and we're putting all the products that I use in the sewing room that we don't sell here. So things like the table risers, things that we get from Amazon basically. I think I've mentioned it before, but every time we say that we've got this from Amazon, people just go off and buy it straight away. So we've now put a link on our website. So the sort of things that Amy uses in the cocktails, things I use in the sewing room that we don't sell here. So do have a look at our Amazon recommended page, because yeah, we do get a little tiny little bit of commission.
We do. Teeny weeny.
But you know, every little helps. So have a look at our recommended page and then click on the picture and it'll take you to Amazon.
Okay, I'll send you the code, Janet, as soon as we're off live.
Yeah, we'll
I'll
go
and
back in
send
the
it.
office and finish our cocktails. And
If you have any trouble booking, because one lady that booked last week couldn't book, there was something wrong with the code. So just email me, let me know, and I'll get my contact at the hotel to book your room. No probs.
Yeah, but don't worry about rooms. For any of our retreats, I think we said that before, that the hotels, we reserve a certain number of rooms to make sure that everybody on the retreat could stay at the hotel if they choose to. And they keep those right up until about a week, 2 weeks before.
Yeah, a week before.
Yeah, so they always keep those rooms for us. So
they will never run out. It happened once because we increased the number of the retreat.
Dartington went from 18 to 25 when we went to the Grand Hall.
So just one person couldn't get a room, but it will never happen again. We always have enough rooms, so don't worry.
Don't worry, you will get a room. I suppose it just depends on what size room. That's the only thing.
Well, that's the thing.
That's the only thing.
Yeah,
so,
and at Brighton if you want a sea view.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Or a high floor.
Yeah. The rooms at Brighton are always nice though.
Yeah, we always get put really far away from the lift though, don't we?
Yeah, we do. End of the corridor.
It's our thing. Wherever we go, in whatever hotel we stay in, we're somehow always really far away from the lift.
Yeah, always. Always. Mind you, I don't want to be next to the lift really. But
No.
I don't want to be here.
No, you always think, oh god, we've got to walk down a really long corridor.
So there we go. That's it from us this week, isn't it? Yeah. It's lovely to catch up with everybody. Do keep in touch. Let us know what you're all up to, because we'd like to know. Yeah. We'd like to know what's going on.
We're now moving to doing the lives once a month. So I think our next one is the last Friday of February.
Yeah, but we're doing a lot more on our other socials as well. So look out for us doing more things on our Instas and Facebooks and things. Yeah. So you still see us. You will. We'll still be around. We've got a whole list of things to do. I hope you've enjoyed looking at all the haute couture Paris fashion shows this week. We've been really loving those. So
Francis said, yay, the cocktail trolley.
I was told not to mention that this week, Francis. I said, don't mention the rattly trolley. Nice to see you, Francis, anyway. Happy New Year. So we'll catch up with you in a few weeks' time. Just keep in touch, and it's been lovely to see you all. Thank you very much for joining us.
See you soon. Bye.